Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires Let's Play, where we're playing as none other than Karl Franz, and we're at war with pretty much everybody we can be at war with in this general area. Sylvania, of course, declared war upon us a handful of sessions ago, and just recently, last session, the Greenskins up over here of the Bone Rattlers declared war upon us as well, and they in fact have a near full stack led by Azag the Slaughterer, again a near full stack, within 1 turn's reach of Mordheim and within 2 turns reach of Kappelberg, and that situation is definitely going to influence a lot of the decision making that'll be happening this session. Just want to address a handful of comments that came through and some advice and suggestions that came through, and how we'll be tackling some of them, just to lay down some future plans and see exactly how contact with the enemy tear all those plans to shreds. First things first, Karl Franz would likely have to come up to Kappelberg to try and defend it should the Greenskins head north, while down south over here we'll want to push Ubel and Gottrick after maybe a few more units get recruited, but both of these guys will have to push to defend Mordheim should that become a situation, and then to take back Essen and to take the Griffinwood as well. So these two are going to be occupied down south over here as we prepare for the Vampire Counts to make some moves, while up north Karl Franz is going to be occupied over here trying to defend Kappelberg, see where that enemy army goes, and then perhaps move in to strike himself when he eventually, fully heals his entire horribly damaged army. So bit of a rough situation for him, because I would like to do, as one of the comments suggested, I would like to pull Karl Franz back to Reichland to allow him to replenish over here, perhaps acquire some higher quality troops, and perhaps have a little conversation with Nicholas and pick up his, Kappelberg greatswords, and pick up these halberdiers or perhaps some of these pistoliers as well. Just basically get him some higher quality troops in general, but unfortunately for the time being, he's got to head in the opposite direction, so maybe we'll do that eventually. And if you're wondering, well, why can't Nicholas just come over here where all this fighting is happening? Well, a couple of reasons. For one, there's this Marienburg rebellion that needs to be crushed right now, because they are a 14 stack, which is the same size as Nicholas's 14 stack, and while I wouldn't mind pushing into Marienburg and just holding garrison there, I fear we do not have the time to waste. I did not notice this last session. Maybe I did, but I forgot that I noticed it, but Kappelberg has been burnt to a crisp. It has been razed down, I assume, by the beastmen over here, which means that they're getting closer and closer to targeting, perhaps Eilhart or Altdorf. Not a fan of that. Apart from that, I also want Nicholas to finally move up and claim the rest of the wasteland. Between Gorsel and Arnau, we should be able to make a pretty solid economic base over here, though it does open us up to threats from these Greenskins over here, the Black Pit tribe, and of course the Norskins as well. So it's a scary decision if we choose to go forward with it, but I do think it's necessary as our economy could use the help. It's not terrible, but it could definitely be better. However, that means, again, Nicholas is busy heading in this direction, while Karl Franz is literally heading in the opposite direction, and those two might not meet for some time yet, but we will get these Kappelberg greatswords, especially to Karl Franz, as soon as we get the opportunity. If not those, we'll recruit a replacement set for sure. Apart from that, I just want to mention really quickly on the topic of comments and suggestions, I got some wonderful name suggestions. I've mentioned this a couple times. There were some new ones as well with regards to our Battle of the Brass Keep. However, unfortunately, I know I said I would do it for this session, but I've just not got the time, because I only just returned home from our weekend trip, and it is close to midnight, and I wanted to make sure that this episode actually released on time, because I'm sure, some of you would like to have it released on time, and I didn't want to disappoint. And, that release time is 8 hours from now, and I still have to edit in all the battle footage and stuff, so it takes some time, and I wanted to make sure I was able to upload it and release it on time, so I had to unfortunately delay the name assignments to next session. But I promise you, next session we will get some of those beautiful names in. There are some excellent suggestions, and do please keep them coming. I'm sure we will have some momentous occasions with all these wars we're fighting in all these directions. I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunities to get name suggestions in, so please keep them coming. I'm having an absolute blast, just war after war, battle after battle. It's been so much fun, and folks, if you've been enjoying this series as well, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, the number of likes and comments is a very quick read for me to understand and know exactly what people are interested in watching on the channel. It lets me know what I should, keep doing, pick up the pace on, slow down, etc., etc. And perhaps now, more than ever, so to speak, it's really helpful for me to make a judgment call based on especially the fact that, this is all releasing now in the very, very very, very near future, and so it'd be good to know how many folks are still interested in seeing these series continue on the channel. So please don't hesitate to leave that like and that comment down below, whatever it might be about. And if you're leaving a comment with regards to a unit name, then make sure to put the word name in the comment itself, as well as a timestamp if it is helpful in finding who you're talking about. But with that said, folks, there are a couple more things to address in terms of actual decision making. You saw me get the Sutzen's guns over here in a rather rushed manner, because we're actually going to reassign some of our Elector Counts. A great comment pointed out that maybe Ubel is more fitted at Hochland, because Ubel helped liberate Hochland. He helped liberate Hergig, and I think that makes sense. I love when there's a good story reason for decision making, so we're going to go ahead and actually get Ubel away from his Tlabekland Elector Count title, and we're going to go ahead and give him this title instead. So Ubel, let's get you up over here in Hochland. It'll give him some different abilities. It's got the Hochland Rune Fang over here. That's a area hex, melee defense reduction, and armor reduction of a significant value. Weapon strength buff and melee attack buff. So still a bit of a melee focused Elector Count position, I suppose, but the Elector Count of Hochland itself will give us quite a few immediately helpful benefits. As you can see, the campaign movement range buffs are going to be quite handy. The upkeep reduction is always helpful. We'll try and get more ranged units in his army to, you know, maximize our use of that, but definitely I think the right call from a story perspective as well. But it does mean that we cannot recruit Sutzen's guns, which is why I wanted to get those guys recruited first, and instead now we can recruit Gunderman's Surefires, who will have to wait because money is a little tight right now. That's what I mean. Our economy could stand to be a little bit better. With that said, though, in terms of the Elector Count of Tlabekland itself, some of you suggested that perhaps the best way to pick who gets to take that position is by recruiting them and throwing them into the fray against the Greenskins, and, you know, seeing how they do, and appointing them accordingly. Gotrek, though, is probably not a good idea to appoint him as an Elector Count because of his transient nature, I suppose. But before we get Ulrich in there, I think he needs to be tested. Unfortunately, we don't have the money to test him just quite yet, so it will have to wait. Gotrek, you are hopefully able to recruit something. Yes, you are. We have a little bit of money left over. Why don't we go ahead and get ourselves some swordsmen? 1 unit of swordsmen, I suppose. I mean, hey, at least we got a bit more ranged in this army. But yes, let's not waste any time in terms of filling these armies up. Let's get that 1 unit of swordsmen. Or you know what, actually? If I get you into Mordheim, you will not be able to recruit. Yeah, I know, you can still get swordsmen. So sure, why don't we go ahead and get you into Mordheim? It would have to be a forced march. All right, very well. In that case, stay put over here. Recruit yourself some of these swords. Yes, sure, let's do that. And let's go ahead and get, because in case something comes up from down over here, and let's go ahead and get Ubel with a forced march just within reach of reinforcing Mordheim, it looks like. Still could use some replenishment, but if we have to throw him into the thick of things, well, we have to throw him into the thick of things. That's just how it is, right? So let's get him in there. 1 unit is a little beat up. Should be fine. Oh boy. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Apart from that, like I was saying previously, Karl Franz needs to come up over here towards Kappelberg. That'll help fight his current situation as far as attrition is concerned. Let's go ahead and push him into Talabheim first, because I just want to see. Oh yeah, okay. And then next turn, if I force march, I should be able to get within reinforcement range of Kappelberg, I hope. My hope is that we're able to get all this replenishment before we push that deep into Kappelberg, because again, these guys will take 2 turns before they're able to strike, so that should work out well for us. Not my initial plan, but it should work out well for us going this way rather than just waiting outside Kappelberg and being in a very terrible state, is the only way to put it. Can't recruit any units just quite yet. Ooh, we can get some of these spears in here. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it, because we need... I mean, we need all the help we can get. Let's get this up to a 20 stack. Later on, when we're swapping units around, we'll reorganize Karl Franz so he has the highest tier army. One last thing to mention before we hit that end turn button, or rather before we dive into a battle, is it was suggested that we build our... I think there was a misunderstanding, so I just want to clarify something. It was suggested that we build our smithy at Altdorf, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to get up to an armory, and I just want to point out that the armory is a tier 3 building, not a tier 4 building, so we will be fine building the smithy and upgrading it to the armory, building the blacksmith and upgrading it to the armory in Grunberg, as was the original plan. Just wanted to address that comment really quickly, and with that done, let's go ahead and dive into this battle, hopefully come out unscathed so we can move in return Kappelberg to its rightful owners, and maybe claim Gorcel and eventually Arnau as well. So to battle we go right off the bat. I don't think these guys will flee. Good stuff. Close victory predicted. I think we can hopefully do a bit better than that. They've got a lot of shields, so just got to keep an eye out for those. Don't target the... don't waste ammunition, basically. I think we'll be okay. I think we will be A-okay. With that said, the battlefield we go. Alright, folks. Once more, we find ourselves on the battlefield against Marienburg to put them in their place. I want to make sure, even though it says that, you know, it's a guaranteed close victory, even if we auto-resolved, etc., etc., even though it says that, I just want to be careful. We want to minimize our losses because we need every soldier, you know, healthy and able to fight in the upcoming battles as well, right? There's a lot of fighting to happen even on this front as we head north. I wouldn't be surprised if the Beastmen are actively, you know, looking to attack us, especially in our weakened state. I wouldn't be surprised if we're facing off, you know, against 20 stacks up there. So I just got to be careful, and I got to make sure I lose the minimal amount of soldiers, of course, as always, because that's my preference, but also because I feel like it's a necessity at this point in time. Let's go ahead and get these guys over here. I could actually use the trees to try and sneak up a little bit. Right, Vanguard deployment, to try and sneak up on their Pistoliers and maybe just outdo them at the beginning and finish the job over there, hopefully, if we're lucky. Let's go ahead and get you in guard mode as well. No chasing, please and thank you. I want to get the crossbows up over there to fire from up over there. Hopefully the game will cooperate. Let's go ahead and get our swords, perhaps up over here, right, to hold this ground. Come on now, there we go. And on this side, you know, why don't we go ahead and get the swords actually over here? Yeah, let's do that. We'll move them up, and we'll get the great swords. And yeah, the great swords over here, and the spears we can get perhaps over here, just to block this access point and move in with some rear charges when the opportunity presents itself, while Buddy over here can move over here itself and dive into battle when push comes to shove, or even sooner actually, because why not? Halberds, halberds, halberds. Where to put you? Yeah, we could have you over here as well. And then these guys, if need be, can either circle around all the way to here or can pivot and get some rear charges over here as well. We'll keep them a bit back so they don't get immediately engaged, and then we'll get some rear charges to get that morale damage in, right? But I think that's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and kick this battle off. And again, try to minimize our losses as best as possible to maximize our potential outside of this battle. Let's begin. Over we go against the Pistoliers. They are going to move forward towards us, which is good. Go ahead and move in. Those early shots and just poke out of the trees and open fire. Come on now. Give me some good damage over here right off the bat. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Another volley or two. Oh, we ate a lot more damage than they ate there. Not a fan of that. You guys are turning to face us, it looks like. Pull back a little bit. Just got to stay on my toes there. Move these guys up over there. Move these crossbows up over here. Let's go quickly now. Little misshapen. Not my favorite there, but that's okay. Go ahead and get into position. These guys still firing away. Still firing away. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Pull back a bit more. Again, eating damage, right? Just want to be careful about how much damage we eat. Because it feels like, even though we're 2v1, it feels like we've eaten more damage than we've delivered, which is a little strange. Crossbows are firing away now. Beautiful shots coming through. Right into those swords as well. So, again, they have shields, but what are you going to do about it? Go ahead and focus fire on these swordsmen over here. It's because I feel like they're more centrally positioned. These guys are finally maybe being pushed back. Yes, good stuff. Again, firing from the trees wasn't the cleanest. I was just expecting a bit more luck, I suppose, there, but no such thing for me, it seems. Crossbows are doing all right. You know what? I might need... Looks like these guys are really pushing in this way. To the right over here, so I might need more help for these great swords. Let's get these halberds moving in over here. Get these guys over here. We're going to hold the ground over here. Crossbows turning to fire over here. Let's go ahead and focus on some of these swords over here instead. Hopefully that'll work out nicely. These aren't squared off enough, unfortunately, so they are shifting quite a bit. Halberds stay put there. These guys are fine over here. All right, firing away over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at them drop. Good stuff. That damage output is ridiculous. We're going to go ahead and countercharge. Downhill. Should be nice and clean. Crossbows turn around, face the other way. Open fire over here next. Oh, pull these guys back. I knew I was going to do that. Pull these guys back. Halberds are still coming up over here. Move you up over there. Get these spears moving forward a little bit, because that's a long way to go. Now let's go ahead and get you up over here. Crossbows are firing once more. Hopefully they have clean shots. Go ahead and countercharge down over here as well against these spears. Downhill. Let's go ahead and move these guys up. Get some nice rear charges. Those pistoliers are back, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and circle around and try and gun them down so they don't get free hits in. Good stuff. Halberds in position. Great swords holding their ground. Go ahead and send our lovely Elector in. Oh, no. This guy's trying to come through. That's not good. I let him come through. In we go, though. Let's go ahead and bring our crossbows back. Doing well. These swords are about to give up. Let's go ahead and get a rear charge with these halberds because they're being chased. I don't want them to be held in position. In come the halberds. Come on, give me a nice clean charge over here. Hopefully cause a fair bit of damage to morale for these spearmen. It was alright. It was alright. Pistoliers, come up over here. Fire at their pistoliers. Crossbows, turn around, open fire over there. Actually, at this clump, let's go ahead and send these spears out back. Send the halberds in. Send them in against this Arc Lector, perhaps. Hold them in place, cause them some trouble. Bring these pistoliers over. Get them away from those spears, basically. Looks like their pistoliers have given up. Doing alright over here. Crossbows, fire at the back over there. These guys are still coming around the back. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Pistoliers moving around back, opening fire. Oh no, looks like their pistoliers actually dove in a melee by mistake, I'm assuming. Crossbows, oh, look at that beautiful volley. Look at that beautiful volley. Decent bit of damage there. Spears getting into position as well. Gonna get some nice rear charges there. Our Arc Lector has held their Arc Lector in place, which is good. Keep these spears busy as well. Keep pulling back with the pistoliers and just firing away. Good stuff. This is going real well. Holding our ground rather nicely. Crossbows. Yeah, keep softening these guys up. Keep softening this side up, I think. We're about to get some rear charges, and that should maybe break some of them, hopefully. We had to actually fire at these spearmen at the back over there. Decent bit of damage, come on. These guys charging in comes the rear charge. Pick up the pace, let's go. Okay, not the prettiest looking charge, I don't think. But hey, it did the trick, did a fair bit of damage to morale. In comes the range fire as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Our halberdiers looks like they got caught up in the fighting over here rather than helping with the Archlector, but it is what it is. Pull these guys back. These spearmen are really still willing to fight. They're getting shot up, but they're still willing to fight. Looks like we're good over here, though. A couple of free shots back over here. Those spears have finally given up. This is good. Fire over there. Let's turn the crossbows around to hit these spearmen with shields instead. That way we'll spread the love a little bit, right? Go ahead and turn around, turn around. These guys are giving up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here's a volley from the crossbows. How much damage are we going to get over here? How many are we going to drop? Not a clean volley there just quite yet. Like individuals firing one at a time. Come on now. Into position. These pistoliers are out of ammo, but I do not need to send them charging in. We don't need that. Thank you very much. These guys are good. We have crushed this flank completely. Go ahead and send somebody in there to try and take care of the Arc Lector. Looks like these guys have given up. We're chasing them off as well. No. Stay put over here. Take care of these spearmen as well. And our crossbows are finally getting some damage into these spearmen over here. Yeah, they've given up as well, and victory is ours. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's go ahead and make sure that we actually wipe them out, though. Wipe them out, all of them, right? Go ahead and charge in there. Go ahead and charge up there. Keep this guy shut down. Go ahead and fire on him as well. We just want to make sure they're not able to bother us afterwards, right? We need, like I said, time is of the essence over here. It is absolutely essential that we work quickly, that we get these guys taken care of, and we don't have to like loop back and deal with people that we already, you know, sort of dealt with, so to speak, or thought we dealt with. That would be really bad for us. He's going to drop, which is good. These guys are going to drop. Let's go ahead and send you up over here. Chase these guys. Get you chasing after maybe... No, those guys are pretty much taken care of. Maybe down over here. If we can reach them, that'd be ideal. Just trying to finish and minimize as much strength as possible over here. Yeah, these guys are pretty much done for. I think we'll be fine there. Let's push you up over there as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Send you up over here maybe. Move quickly enough. And that should be that. That should be that. These guys... Oh, good. We actually managed to catch them over here. That's great. Those guys got away, I think. But we did a decent bit of damage. This should be good enough. Those guys are going to get away. They're right at the edge there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Can we catch them? Can we catch them? Ah, they got away. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Back onto these guys. I mean, they're probably done for, to be perfectly honest. They're probably done for. So why don't we go ahead and call it a battle over there. Decisive victory. Ha! Close victory predicted, but decisive victory for us. Well fought by Nicholas, performing his duties as the warden of the wasteland, as it were. Oh, look at some of those kills. Nice. Look at some of those kills. My goodness, 119, 188, 118, 156 up over here. My God. My God. I mean, I expected as much from the Kappelberg Greatswords, obviously, to get such a monumental number of kills in. But we're also getting solid performances from some of our, you know, meager swordsmen and stuff like that. Not so meager. I should not call them that with the performances they've been putting in across multiple armies. That was pleasant. That was pleasant. And these guys should be completely obliterated at this point in time. Buys us a bit more time before the next rebellion kicks off. Maybe I should do something about control. That might be a, smart move. And maybe even make Marienburg able to defend itself. Please tell me you're wiped out. A few of these units did survive. Please tell me you're completely done for. I could get the replenishment. 12% is nice. 610 gold will, yeah, it'll give us a bit of money to recruit maybe one more unit. Maybe 2 more units. But the replenishment is nice if we're actually going to colonize anything in the wasteland. So you know what? I'm going to go with the take on captives over here. Yeah, take on captives. Of course he survived. Of course he survived. He was only just within reach for me as well, so I can't hit him again, unfortunately. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and pull back into Marienburg. That's as far as we can go. We'll see what that rebellion actually does. And we'll deal with them afterwards. But let's go ahead and upgrade Nicholas as well. He'll get into full health next turn, or over the course of this turn, so that's good. And if we get him Logistician or Quartermaster to help with the financial situation, well, Lightning Strike first, right? We want to get that to its level 3, tier 3 point. And he also got the Helm of Discord over here, extra armor, and the Helm of Discord ability, reducing melee defense and attack rather significantly in the right time and place. We got ourselves this victory as well. Really? How? We didn't fight... What? That doesn't make any sense. We did not fight Scaling or the Warherd of the One Eye, so I'll take it. Sure. Kind of weird. Don't really know how I feel about that, to be perfectly honest. And can we actually take a look at your talisman? You have the key to the Stadsrad. All right, we'll keep that then. We'll keep that. I was wondering about swapping in the new talisman we just got. Where are we? Either way, I don't think we will, so we'll leave it be. But, alright, cool. That's this side taken care of, and I believe it's this side taken care of as well. You're over here replenishing and recruiting. Good stuff. And over here, Gotrek, I suppose you could recruit one more unit, because we have the money for it now. Let's go ahead and get you another unit of swords, perhaps. Yes. We have anti-large in here. We can actually recruit 2 units of swords. Yes, let's do it. Cool. Glad I left those empty slots for recruitment. You're up over here. All right, we're good. And you're, of course, recruiting the one last slot with the spears over here. Or do I want halberds? Can we afford? Oh, no, sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. Let's go ahead and get the spearmen with shields, though. Because I'm glad I checked that, because we do have the... I guess we couldn't afford them earlier, but we'll get the spearmen with shields instead. Either way, I'm glad I checked that. So that's everything taken care of. Let's go ahead and hit the end turn button and see what the AI does. A little concerned about these guys coming down over here and fighting Ubel. We should be able to reinforce. What do we have at Mordheim? Okay. I mean, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. Let's see what the AI does. Man, that war declaration definitely threw me for a loop, though. I thought, yeah, okay, we're up against the Vampire Counts next. But of course, the AI saw there was a war slot open. Let's call it that. Oh, hey, you're not in the middle of 5 different wars in 7 different directions. Here, have this one. It's okay, we'll be fine. I'm not saying that in a negative manner, by the way. It makes for a very thrilling situation. Here we go. Here we go. A valiant defeat predicted, actually. That makes me a little nervous, considering we have our garrison involved here as well. I mean, these guys have a bunch of orc biggins. Alright, that is kind of scary. Orc boys, a bunch of these Force Goblin Spider Riders. Okay. Not the biggest fan of some of this, but I think if we manage our crossbows well enough, we should be okay. Valiant defeat. We can't retreat, obviously. That's not an option. Because we force marched over here. So, to the battlefield we must go. And to the battlefield we will. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Reinforcements are arriving from over here in about 2 minutes' time. I could, in theory, post up over here somewhere. Right, and then have them go uphill and then downhill again and then uphill again and post up over here. And then wait for our reinforcements to arrive and maybe get some rear charges in. Alternatively, of course, I can post up over here in this general area and try to hold our ground there. Let's see, then they'll probably come uphill, come downhill, and we'll probably be downhill to them if we're over here. Yikes. And then 2 minutes for everything to arrive. That's basically forever on the battlefield. So why don't we go ahead and post up over here? I think that would be the right call. Let's go ahead and get our wonderful Ubel set up in the trees, I suppose. We can get these guys up front, maybe get some shots in nice and early, and then pull back because there's a fair bit of ranged on the enemy side as well. So got to be careful about that. Our crossbows. All right, you guys are going to be absolutely crucial, this battle. Let's go ahead and split them up, though. You will be group 3, you will be group 4. I want to make sure they're both in guard mode, and the reason why I'm splitting them up is because then I can fire, like, focus on left flank and right flank without having this entire line rotate, you know, 10 degrees this way or whatever it is. And of course, let's make some room for them as well. Checkerboard them ever so slightly, so like one spell or one charge doesn't like take them all out. Sure, let's pull you back then if that building's going to cause us trouble. It means we can use it to help deal with potential flanking maneuvers as well, right? Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and push you over there. Push you there, push you there. Alright, these guys are a little together, but not the end of the world. I mean, I could nudge over a bit more, I suppose. Looks like it's... Oh, I can't. Alright, cool. So, stay put over here. Cool, we'll make that work. Let's get our spears. This is actually good because it blocks off an access point for the enemy, right? They can't flank us from this side. They'd have to go all the way around back, which I do not think they'll be doing. Let's get all of our spears. Again, it's only spears, and that does make me nervous. Up front over here. Actually, no. Not these guys, though. Go ahead and line all of you up. Cool. And these spears, we'll have them in reserve. Maybe we'll send them around because I don't want a weak spot in our front. The other thing I could actually do is maybe a better call is spread these guys like this and then get these guys right in front. So there's like 2 layers of spears to push through, and these guys can even push in, and hopefully the crossbows will have more time to get some work done, and our reinforcements will arrive and get some rear charges and stuff in. That's the hope. But you know what they say about plans and meeting the enemy. Everyone's got their groups set up. Let's go ahead and get you, I guess, set up as well. Not that we're going to do too much with them, I don't think. A little worried about their survivability, but we'll see how it goes. They're all the way over there. All right, fair enough. All these guys over here, they're moving our way. Azag, are you? No, you're on the ground. Okay, okay, good stuff, good stuff. On piggyback, though. You guys are all making their way over. This is good. We're decently positioned. I just worry about this rear access point now because they have actually positioned themselves a bit more out there. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Might have to open fire on them sooner rather than later, actually. We'll see what they do. They might actually decide to funnel in. Hopefully they do, but we'll see. Go ahead and pull these guys back a little bit. Just a lot of range potential there that I'm not a fan of, obviously. And not a fan of this either. Get these spears further out. These guys look like they're trying to circle around the side there. These guys spread out a bit further as well. Cool. We're ready, crossbows? We are. We got spotted over here. Let's pull away. Hopefully firing while pulling away, of course. Here they come. Get these spears ready to engage. Pull these guys back, actually. Maybe get these spears in there. Let's go. Let's go. In we go with the spears. Hopefully they'll get some work done over there. Crossbows are able to fire over here. Want me to get 2 of you to turn around and fire over here? Nope, don't march over there. Turn around and fire. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Fire over there. Get these guys firing as soon as we can up over there. Cool. Not loving this. They are coming from behind. Push, 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 push. Let's go. Good damage over there. Spears are actually holding these guys in place right now. That's good. Crossbows are getting some shots in. In comes the big pig. Good stuff. Here they come back over here. Spears are almost there. Let's go. Pull these crossbows up a little bit. Again, I got a little cocky there. Just a little bit. Push these guys up as well. Good stuff. Go ahead and get these guys firing at Azag. Get you over here as well. Let's go quickly now. Move you up. Deal with Azag. Reinforcements have arrived. Excellent. These guys are rolling up. With these swords in there. Let's go. These crossbows firing away right away. Do I not have more crossbows? Go ahead and fire up over there. Go ahead and fire up over here. Or actually up over there at the R boys. Try and shut them down. Go ahead and send you in here. Come on, charge on in. Charge on in. Oh, damn. Wrong timing. Get on those chariots. That's going to hurt. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. Crossbows firing away. Yep. Try and take care of those arrow boys. Oh, no. These big ones came through. Broke our spears, I assume. Hold the ground, though. Hopefully they'll manage. Getting work done over there. And fire up over there. Pull some of these guys back. Spears are doing all right. Guys have come through. Push in, push in. Rear charges. Let's go. Rear charges, I said. Men are not holding their ground. Pull you back. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Send you into melee. Doing alright over here, I think. These crossbows are not having a good time. Pull these crossbows back. Oh man. Front line is completely crumbled. Rear charge is coming through though. You went over here, let's go. And you went over here. These spears on the right are holding their ground. They're doing alright. Crossbow is able to fire in still. Sent Ubel in. Look at that, we've given up over here as well. Let's get these spears up over here. Pull these guys in place, please. And you in as well, let's go. Fire away, fire away. Entire group of crossbows have completely given up on the fight. These guys have completely given up as well. My goodness. Not having a good time. Firing away into this clump over here. Those arrow boys are just absolutely ruining our day. Can just get back there and shut them down. Firing at these orc biggins over here. Again, hoping to maybe break them or at least weaken them enough. Let's get these guys chasing over here. Just to keep them on their toes. So they're not firing away, right? Hopefully some of these guys will return to the fight. Looks like we have some rallying troops over here. Fire up over there. Let's go, let's go. Ubel over here giving up as well. Meanwhile, Azag back over here. Not a good time. Not a good time. These guys just not stopping here, eh? Just not stopping. Come on, fire over here. Let's go. Fire over here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ubel still not into it. Here comes a charge from up there. Send you in over there as well, please. Let's go. These guys are almost done over here. We could go in for some nice side charges and rear charges over here, perhaps. Good stuff, good stuff. Crossbows are about to give up again. Go ahead and fire at those guys up there. Send you in over here. Let's go. Ubel, I need you back in here, buddy. Just trying to break these guys so we can focus on Azag next. Maybe I should focus on Azag first, just to, you know, counteract all the spellcasting abilities and stuff like that. But I feel like if I don't help out over here, we're going to absolutely crumble over there. Good job over here. These guys are in a bit of trouble, but we'll let them hold against those chariots. Or, yeah, I think it's all we can really do. Unfortunately, the line over here has broken. Ubel is back into it, though. Let's go ahead and... just trying to figure out exactly what I can pop and where. You know what? Charge in. Charge in, charge in, charge in. These guys are coming through. Push in. It's gonna hurt. That actually didn't hurt too much. That's good. These guys are giving up. Into Azag we go. Fire away. Go ahead and pull you guys back. Pull you guys over here. Let's go. Send you up there. Let's go. Want to get Azag over here. Hopefully we hit him. Don't really have time to turn around and look, but looks like we are breaking some of their troops at least. Come on, Ubel. Come on, Ubel. Send these spears up over here. Got a rear charge up there, perhaps. Go ahead and fire into that clump. Fire into that clump. Azag over here still chasing some of these guys. Send you up. Come on, come on. Just got to break those guys. Oh, Ubel just friendly fire, right? Of course. Fire away, fire away. Spears up over here. These guys up over here. Let's go. Crossbows firing way over here. That's good. Bring these crossbows around to fire as well. This clump is close to giving up on their side, so that's promising. Ubel, are you able to get some work done over here? Let's get these guys back. The fighting over here is absolutely intense, but we're doing okay. This big boss is trouble, though. That big boss is trouble. Holding the line there. Go ahead and pull these guys back in. Let's go. Doing okay against the arrow boys. Down over here. I wonder if we shouldn't fire at Azag, actually. Ubel, keep on him. Pull these guys over this way. You guys are not returning anytime soon. Ubel, oh boy, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This big boss is gonna be trouble. He's gonna be the end of us, I think. Let's go, let's go, let's go. These guys are coming in. Good rear charge there. We'll do a decent bit of work. Yep, breaking some of them. Good stuff. Down over here. Ubel, get out of there. Get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. You cannot be there. I even need to, like, charge him. We'll go, 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 go. I don't know what help that'll do us, but... trying to get out of there. Into the big boss we go. They've mostly given up. Ubel, push you in through these spears and stuff to hopefully draw the big boss in there. As I guess still causing us trouble. Fire away over there. These spears. A lot of these guys are shattered, which is nice. Let's go and bring you back over here. Some of these guys have only just broken. They're not shattered. But into the big boss we go. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. He's almost done for, actually. Victory's ours. Are you for real? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we've won. Oh my goodness. I legitimately thought we were going to lose that one. I was very sure we were going to lose that one. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, I'm feeling real good about this one. That, you know, it was a messy fight. It was a messy fight, but we made it work. Let's go ahead and see if we cannot eliminate at least this big boss over here. Let's try it. Let's try it. Try and pin him in place. Finish him off. Ubel, where you at? I thought we were going to lose Ubel. That would have been really unfortunate. After all the fuss about his position and role and all that, that would have been really unfortunate. I think we lost the pistoliers. I think they just got absolutely slaughtered. And you know what? I did have these swordsmen just hanging tight. The reinforcing swordsmen, I suppose. All the way over there, eh? Huh. All the way over there. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. The big boss over here is completely bogged down. We are chipping away at his health. Yeah, slowly but surely. More spears coming through. Yeah. Good stuff. Why don't we go ahead and beat time up? And just hopefully watch this big boss just get absolutely obliterated. I mean, he's got nowhere to go. He's fully surrounded. He's pinned in place. He's going to die. That will make this army significantly weaker, even if the rest of it's perfectly fine, right? So that's okay. Oh, man. Legitimately thought we were going to lose that one. I was convinced that we made a huge mistake, and it would have been wise to just simply let the city fall and come pick it up afterwards, basically. But that actually worked out quite nicely. That actually quite nicely worked out for us. Now, this army is horribly damaged, so hopefully we're able to get into the city and replenish rather quickly and push back even. I would like to take Essen, especially Essen. And I want to make sure, of course, we're not in a weakened state where the vampire counts can just roll in, right? Because don't forget, we're not in just this one war. We're in a couple wars over here. Are we, like, not even efficiently stabbing this guy? He's losing health very slowly. You're fully surrounded. On a mound as well. Come on, drop him, drop him. I wish I could go faster, folks, but unfortunately I cannot. Oh, man. That was rough. Maybe fighting battles at, like, midnight and 12:30 in the morning. Maybe that's not the wisest move. But hey, it worked out this time. It worked out the last time we did it as well. But that was the village campaign, of course. And folks, if you haven't been watching the village campaign, that one's been absolutely wild as well. It is releasing sort of simultaneously every other day alongside this Karl Franz one. You can obviously find it on the channel. It's got its own playlist, and that's been an absolute blast as well. All right. I'm hopeful about our current situation after this victory over here. We'll have to do a bit of merging and recruiting. Obviously, this army is in a very battered state. We'll see how it actually, you know, maths out, basically, after all the actual dead are accounted for. But I will happily take this Pyrrhic victory. Very, very happily indeed. Oh my goodness. My heart rate is like through the roof. Good stuff, good stuff. Those crossbows were absolutely crucial. The spears, when they managed to hold the line, they were quite helpful as well. Very few kills on some of them, and I just... when I had that gut feeling that we were about to get rear charged, I should have just listened to it, and I should have looped around. I didn't. I was a little slow. But look at how much damage we caused. This entire army has been completely devastated. Completely devastated. Those crossbows were crucial. Ubel, I gotta get better at managing Ubel. I'm still not comfortable with that Lord type, so I do have to get better at managing Ubel. I think throwing him into melee was obviously the wrong call, but I needed to do it just to cause that, you know, distraction basically for the enemy. But you know, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. They got pretty much wiped out. Azag is left, of course, with just a couple of units. I'm pleased. I'm pleased enough. Our situation obviously isn't all that much better than what it looked like to begin with. But we'll manage. We'll manage. Do I take the money over here? Yes, that will help us with the recruitment. Of course, we're merging and recruiting, like I said, so that'll help us with the recruitment. And I think we need that more than just a touch of experience. So let's go ahead and pardon the captives over here. How can you pardon greenskins? I do not know, but I'll take the money happily. Oh boy, 73 troops remaining on their side. Good stuff. Oh no, Sylvania, don't you dare. Okay. I didn't realize Sylvania was next, and I was like, they're going to smell blood literally and just dive in and eliminate this army, but no, they did not. They are shaking in their boots, I imagine. No, why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I say that? I've jinxed it.
You dare approach me,
there it is.
vile beasts.
You're gonna declare war, aren't you? Of course you are. Of course you are.
Greetings.
Not you as well.
To me, so I advise caution with your next words.
Not you as well. Oh, yes. Please, don't mind if I do. That works very nicely for me. That's just one less thing to worry about, right? This is unfortunate, but they should be very easily taken care of, and I just noticed this stack over here. Yeah, you might actually have my soul. This is not ideal. I have a bunch of zombies. We got a couple of crypt horrors over here. Okay. I wonder what these question marks are, but okay. I think we'll be able to take Otto on. Another wall fails. Enemy killed in battle. Sour git wrencha. Didn't wrench any gits here. Good stuff. Trait gained. Defeated Azek the Slaughter for Ubel. That spell resistance is through the roof now. Good stuff. Extra control. Sure thing. Ambush. Where? Actually. Did I call it or did I call it? Did I call it? Or did I call it? Altdorf, what is your garrison like? Not that amazing. Not that spectacular at all, truth be told. What's the deal over here? These guys obviously... We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Send Nicholas racing over this way. Try and take on Kazrak. He's replenishing, obviously. God knows what he's got hidden over here. This trouble's been brewing for a while. Now, fortunately, Karl Franz is actually over here, so he would be able to make it here to Altdorf in what? 2 turns? 3 turns? 4 turns? If we march regularly, it's 1, 2, 3 turns we could get to Altdorf with him. And defeat Kazrak. If he's still there at the time. 3 turns is a lot of attrition, so he might just assault. Right, of course we have the walls and all that good stuff, but he might just assault and burn it down. Don't think we have that kind of time. I think we'll have to bring Nicholas in 2 turns time, right? Have him stationed there and wait for Karl Franz to come as well. But that means that Gotrek and Ubel have to take care of this situation over here. That's slowly becoming worse and worse for us. Gottrek's a 17 stack. He can come down and take Needling relatively easily. Ubel, meanwhile, Essen is under siege, so we can't do anything about that. So maybe we do send Ubel into Mordheim to replenish, merge, recruit, and prepare for Otto over here with his 17 stack. These guys are going to encamp and presumably recruit using global recruitment. This is rough. This is rough, folks, and I do not know how it's going to play out. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a leader of renown over here to help with the recruitment costs that are about to pile on. I'm wondering if I want to dive into Mordheim or if I want to replenish and recruit and dive into Otto from where we stand, as opposed to seeing what Mordheim does, and that might be the right way to do it, right? Because we'll get the replenishment for the 1 turn. Either way, irrepressible for you as well, because I want to get to Lightning Strike as quickly as possible, as we're fighting on all these directions, or in all these directions, I should say, with God knows how many reinforcing armies coming through as well, because this isn't anybody important, this is just Otto. You know, it's just Otto. Who knows who else is waiting in the shadows over here, folks. Yikes. Alright, well, that is what we're going to call it a session. A bit of an interesting cliffhanger situation with Altdorf under siege. We're not sure exactly how that's going to play out, if it will actually be burnt down before we're able to respond. Not a big fan of this situation. And of course, this rebellion hasn't been shut down either, so it will come back to bite us in the butt. It'll try and strike at Marienburg again. I feel like the garrison and the walls altogether should be able to take on whatever Felix comes up with over here. But either way, it's not like we could have attacked them last session either. The big question right now is, do we dive into him with Nicholas and finish him off once and for all, or do we stay focused on closing the gap to Altdorf from as many directions as possible? And you know what? That meeting between Nicholas and Karl Franz might happen sooner than initially intended because of the defense of Altdorf. All that and more next time, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in just letting me know what y'all are enjoying on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, slow down, etc., etc. Y'all are, I'm sure, very familiar with the circumstances by now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, by the way, don't hesitate to subscribe. Again, Total War is back in full strength with a vengeance on this channel, and you can expect to see plenty more as time goes on. But for now, it is time to say a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis, keeping us alive and running smoothly. And of course, giving a big old thanks to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.